by extension, to all of the people that you called, all of the people that you touched, all of you who helped make this fitting memorial possible here in the original land of the free and the home of the brave, Baltimore City, the greatest city in America. To friends and colleagues, members of the clergy, neighbors, Marylanders, and fellow Americans, and especially to the families who have been to many memorial services and certainly on this day had many places that they needed to be. Thank you for coming here to be with us so that we could be here with you. As I spoke with some of the family members before the program began, the mother of one of our fallen citizen heroes of that day said, "I don't need an anniversary to remember the loss." And I'm sure for you every single day has been a moment, has been a day filled with moments of loss. We gather here with you today to remember and pay tribute to the 3,000 men, women, and children, 68 of them Marylanders, who lost their lives 10 years ago on September 11, 2001. We gather to honor the courage and resolve of the families who are with us and have demonstrated that courage every single day. And we also gather with a unity of purpose that comes from knowing what we have and seeing the strength and seeing the love that we have for one another, to turn our shock into action, to turn our sorrow into strength, and to turn our mourning into resolve, and maybe even renewal. I remember that day so vividly as each of you does. I remember the beautiful, clear sky without a single cloud in it. I remember the feelings of dread. I remember the boiling anger that still rises up in each of us 10 years later. But I remember something else as well. I remember a couple of days later when we gathered on the cobblestones of War Memorial Plaza here, where we celebrated in times of joy and triumph. And we came together in that time of sorrow to pledge that we would never allow our freedom to be conquered. And we would never allow fear to conquer us. That we promised ourselves that we would never allow our love to be conquered by hate. On September 11, 2001, we told one another also that we would never forget, and we never have. The story of resilience of that day, of September 11th, the courage, the remembrance, the renewal, and what we choose to do with it is still a story that we write today. It's a needed story. It's a story that must be written every single day, even as we leave this place of fitting tribute. It has been written that darkness is the great canvas against which beauty becomes visible. There was a lot of beauty that was made visible on that tragic day 10 years ago. The beauty that is the dignity of every individual. The beauty that is our own responsibility to protect and to advance the greater good. The beauty that is our own individual understanding that we're all in this together. That each of us is needed. And that what we do in our own short lifetimes matters. It matters a great deal. And so as we mark this anniversary day, let us say with Maryland's own Frederick Douglass, that we are one, that our cause is one, and we must help each other if we are to succeed. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless America. And at this time I invite our chaplains to come forward to recite the names of our fellow Marylanders who were lost on September 11, 2001.